regarding my new series of videos with the name OST Physics. So, OST Physics is a concept envisioned by me when I was preparing for JEE myself. Let me to make it reveal to you that I applied for JEE Main in 2007. I got state rank 219 in Uttarakhand state, and I did my engineering from College of Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. And I completed my engineering in 2011. Then I moved to Kota and I spent my years in reputed coaching institutes of Kota. Uh, I'm an author also. You can search my name on Amazon, Flipkart, Notion Press, Google. My 215 books are being published so far, and the book includes mostly about physics for JEE and NEET. Then certain books on metaphysics, spiritualism, and neuroscience also. So this is the work which I have done. Apart from that, my more than 9,700 videos are available on this official YouTube channel with the name Acharya Vishvendra, and thousands of other videos are available with the name Vishvendra Sir or Optimal Success Trajectory. You can search it, Google it yourself. So OST, I started that concept in 2018. I started an edtech with the name Optimal Success Trajectory, which I codename as OST. So OST is all about uh, the mental skills development in the students in addition to the subject knowledge and subject expertise. Let's see, the thing of concern is that today information is freely available to all, and with the advent of AI in upcoming years, information will be irrelevant because it will be freely available. So in the future, demand will be of those skills which cannot be done by AI. And AI is not, self-aware. Till now, we can say that it's not self-aware. It cannot decide itself what to choose. So the capability to decide on the spot, keeping into account the emotions, this is something which AI can't do because AI is not emotional at all. Although it's being trained with the sort of neural networks that how to respond to them, but it's just a code. So it just do what it is supposed to do. So there are algorithms going on and it works on the basis of the algorithms. So right now AI is not capable to decide out of many options, keeping in account the human emotions. So there is how you can dominate AI, because in terms of emotions, what you need to do is AI can perform better than you, it can calculate better than you, it can retrieve the entire data, it can have an entire database stored in its in its backend operations. But certainly it cannot decide, it cannot design the solution of a problem. So that designing the solution is the area in which you can fetch the jobs you can work on, and it is something which everybody can't do. Challenge today is that to solve any problem, the first thing is your mind brain system must be silent and strong. So let me to elaborate this thing with the help of an example. And just ask yourself, how many days or how many seconds does a day has? Try to solve this question only. So I hope right now what is happening within you. Certainly your mind brain system is busy in some sort of information processing. You must be working like you are trying to relate day and second. So you must have found that one day is equal to 24 hours. Then 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, then 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, and finally you calculated like one day is equal to 24 hours, so 24 into 60 minutes, 24 into 60 into 60 seconds. If you calculate it, it comes out to 86,400 seconds. So this is how the mind brain system works to operate to solve a particular problem. Now the same process that happens within you, it can be done by the AI itself. So what is use of you? Why somebody will look for you? The thing is, well, Arush, thing is, retention is all about your mind brain system as I'm talking. So, retention is due to your incompatibility to cope up with the, uh, you know, with the exam environment, or more specifically to the high frequency environment of the exam. So it's not a 2 minute program. You have to devote time to that. You have to focus on your mind brain system and observe things very silently. The thing is that the the toppers whom you observe in the newspaper, they are toppers because they have worked on their mind brain system, because information is same, syllabus is same for them, they studied from the same books. They're not something, some special books or some books from the Mars. But thing is that they have learned, they have become adaptive to use their mind brain as a system, as and when needed. And this word is important, as and when needed, because you must have seen that if you appear for the test, so you find it difficult to manage, you find it difficult to try the problem. But when you are at your home, you are in a familiar environment, there is a probability that you will perform better. But irony is that nobody is going to recognize you if you perform at your home. It's like performance is about the public when you are into unknown domains, when you are in front of the people who you don't know. So then is the game of performance. If you sit at your home and you do any test, you do there is no concept of performance over there. So performance is always related to unfamiliar zones, uncomfortable zones. Well, please don't spam, my dear friend. I'm not unemployed. It's your, you just try to create negativity, my friend. So I have to remove this user. Just stay, be happy with your life. But I have to remove you out. Yeah, as the example, you see that people nowadays are too anxious to learn. They are always running around here and there and making negative comments about others, because it shows that how internally is their mind brain system. Their mind brain system itself is not stable. So what they do is they are so negative in their own things. The frequency of their mind brain system is negative, and what they do is they try to create negativity for others. What you have to do for the other person, we just look for the facts that how somebody can be of use to me. What you have to do with these personal things, so that shows what kind of mind you have got. So that problem I was discussing. So the concerned thing is that have a mind brain system which is silent, strong, powerful, and is capable to generate the solutions. So as you have seen it live, that a user tried to make negative comments about me, but I have nothing to do with him. So this is how most of the people are so negative. They are trapped in their own mind brain system, unable to manage their negative emotions, and internally fear, anxiety, depression dominates such person. And such person are unable to do anything in their life. They can just criticize other people. They can create, make comments and fake comments also. So life is just like that. So coming back to the point, whenever we solve a problem, our mind brain system follows an algorithm, and the efficiency of our algorithm decides that what result we are gonna do. So thing here is that just observe your mind brain system and try to make it strong, complex, and silent. More complex, more silent your mind brain system, more time will you be able to fetch, and more will be your probability to perform in JE and NEET. Let's start with a question of mechanics. Just ask yourself, is it necessary for this is a spammer again, my dear brother, do well your life, don't spread negativity over here. I think you are so negative person, you are being troubled by your negative thoughts. Just stay away from me, my friend. So let's start with the question that is it necessary that if acceleration is positive, then is it necessary that speed will increase? So just focus on the question that is it necessary that speed will increase if acceleration is positive. So I hope you are trying to contemplate the situation. Acceleration is positive. So to visualize it, we assume that motion is taking place in a straight line. Only then, uh, my dear friend, what is your problem? If you don't want to come to the, just go away. Why you are so negative? Don't try to run away from negativity inside you, my friend. It will not work. I know what type of person you are. You are so negative person. Your mind brain system is filled with so much negativity, and you can't run away from it. Accept the facts, my friend. So I was just discussing that if acceleration is positive, is it necessary that speed will increase? Just think, just try to create a mental map of the situation. Suppose there is a road, and on the road we assume that it's along the x-axis, and acceleration is positive, so we take the right direction is positive and left direction is negative. Just try to analyze things. So if acceleration is positive, that means it is towards right. But my question is it necessary that speed will increase? Now there are two cases, either velocity will be along right or either will be along left. So if velocity is along right, that means acceleration and velocity have the same direction. So certainly velocity will increase in magnitude, and that means speed will also increase. But if velocity is negative, so velocity is leftwards, acceleration is rightwards. So speed will decrease. Yeah, so that is what we can relate to it. Now just let me to ask you, think you are seems to be too intelligent. Suppose the xt graph of a particle is sine graph, and suppose there are 4 points A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, D. You can say that A, B, C, D, E, F. So they form the complete sine curves, and the time interval lies from 0 to t. So at what point you will decide that at what point the particle is accelerating and it is retarding? That just focus your mind on the next question. How to decide that particle accelerates or deaccelerates? What should be the condition on acceleration and velocity? Just try your wreck your brain and let me to show you. Let me to see what guts you have got. Come on, try, my friend. What should be the condition so that particle gets accelerated? Number one question, and second is it gets retarded. Stop that thing, my friend. Just answer my question. It's beyond your capabilities. You don't have guts to answer my question. That's why you are spamming. So let's leave this person. And I think this is a spammer also. So I was just discussing that how the question here is that what should be the condition between acceleration and velocity so that yeah the particle gets accelerated, and what should be the condition that it gets retarded. So the thing here is that a particle is said to be accelerated when its speed increases, when we talk in terms of acceleration and retardation. So speed will increase when acceleration and velocity both are parallel. So the condition of accelerated motion, and this word is a bit confusing because acceleration is also used in some other context for the change in velocity. So something is accelerating, I'm referring to the point that its speed increases, then it is said to be accelerated, and if its speed decreases, it is said to be retarded. So the question here is that when acceleration and velocity are parallel, then speed will increase, and when acceleration and velocity are anti-parallel, then speed will decrease. So this is how the concept of acceleration and velocity works. So from today's discussion, we have seen that in this interaction, some of the spammers tried to deviate me, they tried to disturb me out because they are troubled by their own negative mind-brain system. And what such people do is they can't do anything themselves. And what they do is they try to create to provoke others so that this negative energy disturb other person. So this is reality of today. Most of the people are troubled by negative emotions. They don't have control over their negative emotions like fear, anxiety, depression, etc. And what they try to do is they try to put their negative thoughts on the other person. They try to put your negative energy on the other person. So you must be very energetic to just let their negative energy bypass without any reaction. So this is truth of today. a few have the guts to work on something constructive, something positive. Most of the people, they just see issues everywhere. They just try to create issues. They just try to create tense environment, a non-learning environment in which there is a fight, there is a quarrel, there is a dispute. But if you want to do something in life, if you want to achieve something, then the first thing is manage your emotions, be productive. And both are negative. I am asking genuine question now. Yeah, real and if both, as I already said, I think you didn't listen to me. The condition is that if both are negative, then speed will also increase. That's why I said if acceleration and velocity are parallel, then speed will increase. And if they are anti-parallel, speed will decrease. So it doesn't matter whether both are positive or both are negative. In that case, speed will increase. But if acceleration is positive, velocity is negative, or velocity is positive and acceleration is negative, in that case, speed will decrease. I hope you get the point. So from today's discussion, my point is that OST, which I have, the concept of OST is all about discussing things in a point-wise form, and there is a concept of tri-level working. In the very first level, we will discuss the topic card. In the topic card, there is a discussion related to the topic, starting from the very base. It includes the definition and the dimension of that particular concerned physical quantity, then units, SI unit, CGS unit, and their use in all the 28 chapters of physics. So topic card are meant to give you the optimal theory, so then you don't need to read any theory related to that particular topic. For example, if the topic is of acceleration, you can see in my previous videos that I have uploaded the topic card for acceleration. So in the topic card, I have developed that the content in the form of points, and in the topic card there are certain points, I think 30 or something like that points, but they covers every aspect concerned with acceleration which I could find using my time and energy, and they cover each and every aspect related to acceleration. The definition obviously, then its dimension, SI unit, CGS unit, ratio, then its types, graphical variation, then analysis of the graph, then questions related to them, its use in equations of motion, and a number of problems based on that. So the concept of OST is a tri-level problem. The first thing is the topic card. The second thing is the worksheet. Worksheet is just to make you practice a number of questions based on what we have discussed in the topic card. And at the last we have a test, and test includes the basic level questions, a variety of questions, questions from NCERT, questions from PYQs, and some additional higher thinking skills question, so that you can be trained, you can be analyzed at macroscopic and microscopic level. So this is the tri-level working for OST physics. My videos are available on that. I have started the video, so you can refer to OST physics by Acharya Vishvendra and can see things yourself. Thank you. Have a nice day. Go just do something positive with your life. Stay ahead and just focus on your targets instead of criticizing somebody. It's gonna be of no use. Just focus on the target. Let things to happen in their own way. Just think how to perform optimally, how to use energy and time, and for that OST is the best option. So just refer to OST physics with the name of the topic, and if you have any suggestion, you can give, you can make comments in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.